Alright, here's where we left off last time. We hit the preview button and we have Aqua. So the next thing we're going to do is come back to this page here, and now it's time to start putting things into the body. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to do is put a header on here. So I'm going to put an H1 tag. And I'm going to say welcome to Tom's website. And then I have to close that H1 tag. And it's important that you close it or everything is going to be big and bold. Now notice that it's going to automatically be centered because we said that the text alignment for H1 tags is going to be centered. So if I go ahead and preview it, you can see welcome to Tom's website and it's centered. Right, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put in some text, and I'm going to do that by, now I can just put in text if I want to, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to enclose that into a paragraph tag. Oops, not sure why that put in there. Okay, so in there, and I have some text already done, so I go ahead and paste it, and you can see it strings it all the way out. Here is all the text. Right, so if I go ahead and preview it, that's what it looks like. Okay, if I come back here and I press enter, I've moved that down. And let's go to the end, my reviews with you. And if I go ahead and hit that space bar a couple times and then press enter, alright, and then preview it, you can see that nothing changes, and that's because spaces don't matter. Line breaks don't matter as far as the browser is concerned. Everything is included within this paragraph tag. If I wanted to go ahead and put, we'll be sharing my reviews with you on a separate line, I would simply put in a BR tag, and it would break it at that point. See, so now I stopped it here, and it broke it down here. If I want to break it again, then actually that'd be the same as a paragraph tag. And now we're double spaced down. So using breaks and paragraph tags maneuvers our stuff around there. And I'm going to go ahead and get rid of that. Don't need that. Alright, so some of the other things that we're going to be using. One is I'm going to go ahead and put in a an H2 tag, and I'm going to say my favorite movies, and then I'm going to close that H2 tag. Now, unlike the H1 tag and the H3 tag, H2 tag will not be centered, it'll be left aligned, and I can take a look at that by hitting the preview. Right, so I just made it a slightly bigger heading there, and then what I want to do is I want to make a list. So I'm going to go ahead and make an ordered list, and we use the OL tag for that. And then inside the OL tag, I'm going to have an LI tag that starts my first line. So if I put down Forrest Gump, and then I close that LI tag, and then preview it, you can see that the one there was Forrest Gump. Now everything's going to be indented unless I close my OL tag /OL, and that closes it. I'm going to go ahead and add another to my list. Alright, so quickly think of a good one. I just watched this today. LI, and it's going to be the Silver Lining Playbook. Very good movie if you haven't watched it. And then I'm going to end my LI with a /LI. And when I preview it, there's 1 and 2. Excellent. Alright, so now that my OL is done, I'll go ahead and move down the page. Put some white space in there. If I wanted to change this, instead of having it be 1 and 2, but I wanted it to be just dots, Instead of an OL, I would simply use a UL. Whoops. And then close the UL. And now look what happens. It's dots instead of ones and twos. So ordered, unordered, doesn't make a difference. You can just make a list. Make two lists if you wish. Okay, then I'm going to go ahead and put in a horizontal rule. And let's see what that looks like. And you can see it's 50% of the page, so it's 25% in each side. It is fat and it is yellow, and that is because of the styles that we set up. So up here we have an HR tag that we're going to be using down here. We set the attributes of 50% width, height of 10 pixels, and then a background color of yellow. And that's what it looks like. Alright, so now we have to go ahead and get a picture, and I'm going to be doing that by going on Internet Explorer, grabbing a small picture, and then putting it on the page. But that'll be for lesson number 3. Alright, so here's where we left off, and we're ready to go.